You know, this offseason for high school basketball, there's been plenty of transfers, plenty of guys moving around, and perhaps the biggest name being Jerry Easter, the Uber prospect who left Emmanuel Christian for the prep school in Indiana, La Lumiere. Many thought Emmanuel would have trouble this year. Well, they're off to a 2-0 start, but perhaps their toughest test to date tonight at home against Anthony Wayne. And early on, Warriors' Anthony Trombley and Jaylen Brown team up for the steal. Brown cleared for takeoff. 2 of his 15 points. Warriors keying on Griffin Pike. Generals finding other ways to beat them. Mostly Hayden Bender. 6 threes. Finishes with 29. A-Dub down 1. Visitors, though, with no answer for Nate Miles. On the fast break, coast to coast, and the foul. The old-fashioned three-point play puts Emmanuel up 32-23. Outside shooting keeping the Generals in this one. Bender out to Will Robinson. Danger, Will Robinson, danger! 3-ball makes it a 9-point game, but Miles doing damage from all over the court in the second half. Knocks down the deep three as the Warriors win 82-75. Miles, a career-high 42 points, doing what his team needed for the big win.
I realized that it was a close game going in, so I realized I had to step up. I had a slow start in the first half, so I realized I had to score more.
All right, and you come into this game with you and Jaylen got a lot of experience. We had a lot of young guys with you too. Played a good Anthony Wayne team. What were the keys here tonight for you guys to lead to a big victory?
Stop Griffin. We know he's a good player. We spent a lot of time on the plays, all that. But we spent a lot of time in practice working on the plays, everything. And we realized we had to be defensive.
You heard Rhett Boyd with Nate. He was on the call alongside Mason Lowry, and they have more.
Well, there's good, and then there's Nate Miles good. That was one of the most dominant single-game performances I've ever seen. You've been watching basketball a lot longer than I have. You ever seen anything like that?
I think I'd count maybe one other time in the late 80s. So we're going back a long way before I seen somebody get a 40 burger. But Nate Miles, outstanding here tonight. Look, when you get that many, you're doing it a lot of different ways, and he did. He did it from distance. He did it in transition, and he did it off the dribble, getting downhill to the rim, the mid-range game as well. But more importantly, he got to the foul line. He was extremely efficient the whole night, and you need to be if you're going to get 42. And he was dominant, and he was outstanding here tonight, leading them to a big victory against a solid Anthony Wayne team.
I think Anthony Wayne head coach Josh Arthur deserves a lot of credit. He's put together maybe the toughest early season schedule in the Toledo area. They open up with Southview, then play Central Catholic, and now Emmanuel Christian here tonight. I imagine he's learned a lot about his team in these last 3 games.
Yeah, and it's been a tough couple days. You get beat by double figures to Central Catholic and Emmanuel Christian, but you said difficult schedule with a team that has Griff Pike back. Really the only consistent scorer coming off that team from a year ago. You got a lot of young guys stepping into more advanced roles this year. And I think you saw 2 guys emerge that can be that consistent second and third, that fourth complementary scorer for them. Hayden Bender, 29 here tonight, 6 made threes. Awfully impressive.
Really impressive night for Emmanuel Christian and Nate Miles in particular. 42 points. We may not see a better single game performance all season.